Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Tonight Show, number 3. Cue the intro.
Oh, and he punches it. Gone. Hey! Oh. Swing and a miss. And the Seals win the World Series.
All right, so here we go. We're back in 2022 after like about a year. We didn't do the 2021 season. So today I'm joined by Lucas. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. All right, so as you know, the segments for the Tonight Show. So the first segment will just be a league update. We're going to be talking about the new players, the new, league rules. The second segment will be some predictions for the season. The third segment will be some bold statements that we have for this season. So our fourth segment will be award predictions. So who's going to win which awards this season. And the final and last segment will be Spin That Wheel, a segment that we know you guys love. So for the first segment, we'll be talking about all of the new things that will come in this season, including the new players, new jerseys, and even some new rules in the league. So first off, let's cover these sick jerseys. Lucas has got his on right now. Mine hasn't shipped yet, but I'm gonna pop them up all on the screen right here. Tell us what you think of them. Yeah. All right. So moving on, we're gonna be covering the 3 new players that will be introduced in this league. So the first player that we have will be Owen Seidel of the Coastal Cougars. So Lucas, what are your thoughts to this addition to the Cougars?
I played with Owen for many years in baseball, and he's going to be the first lefty-lefty. So that'll be interesting to see what he does for the Cougars. He's going to be their first lefty, and I can see him fitting a pretty good pitching role, and he's got some good power too.
Yes, that is a good point. He will be the only lefty pitcher that will be in this league. We have Lucas and Anthony, lefty hitters, but he's going to be the only lefty thrower. So the second guy we have is Gilbert Seidel, another twin in this league, and he will be on the Western Wallabies on Lucas's team. So what do you think of that addition?
It's going to be really nice to have another power hitter. He's a really good player too. He's just like his brother, except he's a righty. Don't know how well he's going to pitch, but he can definitely hit the ball.
Lucas, do you want to say how tall these guys are?
6'2" and 6'3".
So there are going to be some menaces coming into the league for sure.
I'm short now.
And the final player will be Jimmy Massey of the Southeastern Seals. So, Lucas, what do you think of Jimmy?
Honestly, a very underrated guy. He's probably going to be overlooked to begin the season. He's going to be kind of like 2020 Nolan. But I can definitely see him having a big role for the Seals, who won last year. And, yeah, he's going to have some nice contact. I can see him getting on base a lot.
All right, so we also have some new rules coming into the league. So the first new thing that we have is we will be actually using standard baseball bases rules. So which means last year we had to just throw the ball to the pitcher and then he steps on the mound for the out. But this year we actually have to throw to the bases, which will be another thing. We will also be trying to make the fences a little bit deeper and maybe the mound a little bit back so we can throw a little bit harder. Because last year I just feel like we had a little bit too many home runs. Don't you think, Lucas?
Yeah, we had some problems with the speed.
Yeah, that's true. I know you guys like dingers, but I mean, this is a competitive wiffle ball league. We gotta make this serious. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this first segment. Going into predictions. All right, so knowing the record of the teams from last season, Lucas, what do you think every team's record is gonna be this season, starting with your team?
All right, so as you guys all know, my team, the Wallabies, we finished first. And I feel like it's going to have a pretty similar outcome this year, except I do not think the Seals will be as far low as last year. As we know, they didn't really have the best regular season, but that didn't matter as they won the postseason.
I mean, Ryan and Anthony definitely figured it out at the end of the season. They figured out their pitches. They figured out who should pitch. And overall, they just became such a more solid team. So I'm expecting a lot from them this year. So, Lucas, what do you think about the Seals this year, overall?
Seals, they're probably one of the most well-rounded teams in the league. I say they actually are the most well-rounded team because they can pitch, they can hit for power, they can get on base, they can do all of it. They can even get some good fielding, as we know Anthony won the Gold Glove last year. So that'll be something to look out for. Some good plays all around.
So finally, Lucas, what do you think about the Cougars?
Cougars.
with the addition of Owen Seidel.
Owen is definitely going to help bring better bat to the team, and they're definitely going to score some more runs this year. As we all know, Alex here, he can pitch very well. They got the pitching part pretty well settled in for them.
Yeah, honestly, I think if Nolan just keeps hitting how he's been hitting,
Most improved.
yeah, he is the most improved. I mean, if you look back on his, 2019 season when he just kind of played with us a little bit, he wasn't the strongest player. But going into the 2020 season, we all had kind of, low hopes for him. But he showed out. He was hitting bombs straight out the first series. So let's just hope he can continue that momentum this year. All right, so what two teams do you think are going to be in the World Series, and who's going to take it?
I think we're going to have a rematch of last year's World Series. We're going to have the Seals, and we're going to have the Wallabies, back-to-back years. And I think it's going to go to Game 5. It's going to be a really intense series this year, and both teams definitely got improved and sorted out everything. It could go either way.
Oh, yeah, one thing I did forget to mention, we are doing 5 games in the World Series this year instead of 3, just to make it more interesting. I think that's better overall.
How about you, Alex? What are your predictions for the World Series?
Yeah, I think it might be the same, although, we definitely have a shot because with the addition of Owen, he will probably bring the bats out and be hitting bombs. And he could probably be good as a second pitcher up on the mound. But I think the Wallabies will definitely be in the World Series because with the addition of Gilbert plus the power of Diego and Lucas, that's just unmatched. They should be hitting bombs this year. So, whether it's, the Seals or us in the World Series, I think it'll be a close matchup. I think it definitely will go to 5 games. Maybe, if not, 4. But we should have some, extra inning games. We should have some really good matchups. And, overall this year, you really can't have a team that you think is just going to be bad. Every team is just so balanced and, anything can happen. All right, moving on to my favorite segment, Spin That Wheel. All right, so as you guys know, we have this wheel right here, and it has a bunch of awards on it, and, I think one of them is just which team can go, undefeated. So, we're just going to see how it goes here. We're going to do the first spin right now. See what we get. Oh, Owen leads in home runs. What do you think about that, Lucas?
That is definitely possible.
Oh, yeah.
That could actually happen.
And, yeah, I know Owen has potential to do that. For sure. 100%. All right. We're going to move on to spin number 2 here.
Spin.
Let's see what we get. Oh, my. Owen gets MVP. If he's going to lead in home runs, he might as well just get MVP at that point. I really hope Owen lives up to the hype. I'm not trying to put, pressure on him or anything, but I think he's just going to be good, hopefully. I know for people's, first time playing wiffle ball, it might be, tough because it is so much different than baseball. You got this ball, moving around everywhere. You got, probably a 1-inch diameter bat that you're trying to hit that ball that's bigger than the barrel. And it's tough, but if you're, if you already play baseball and you're a good hitter, you might be fine. We'll see. Spin number 3. Oh, Wallabies go undefeated. So even though Owen may lead in home runs and win MVP, apparently the Wallabies go undefeated. What do you think about that?
This league's just so unpredictable. You can't really say anyone's going to go undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely could be up there with one of the best records.
That's true. That's true. We'll see what happens. We literally have no idea what's going to happen. The teams are just that even. All right, final spin to see who wins Cy Young for this season. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Gilbert gets Cy Young. That would make sense. If you guys are going to go undefeated, which I doubt will happen, Gilbert would definitely probably win Cy Young. Do you think he's going to be your number 1 starter?
I don't know about that, but he's definitely going to be a very good pitcher. All of us are definitely going to pitch at a point since we can all pitch. Gilbert may be our best one, and he may not be. So we'll see how it plays out in the end. But it could happen.
Yeah, you guys could definitely just try out, both, all of you guys during the season, see who just pitches the best, and then go with them from now on. All right, so that's going to do it for the wheel segment. We are moving on to the fourth segment now, award predictions. So, despite the wheels, predictions, it's completely random, and, we don't know what we're going to spin, but now we have the power to choose who is going to get what award. So, we're just going to start off with a standard award. We'll go with Gold Glove. Who do you think is going to win Gold Glove, Lucas?
All right, so as we all know, last year, Anthony won Gold Glove. Made some pretty solid plays.
Yep.
All those diving catches, even some robberies.
Yeah.
It's really anyone's up for grabs for this award. It's not like something like home runs.
Yeah.
So really anyone can win it, but my strong candidates for this are Diego, Gilbert, and Ryan. We've all seen them make some pretty good plays in the past, and I feel like one of them's gonna step up to it. I don't think Anthony's gonna repeat. We're gonna have a new Gold Glove.
All right.
How about you? What do you think?
Like you said, it's pretty random, I would say. We've seen how good Anthony's been at fielding. There's definitely a chance he could repeat. But, everyone is pretty much good at fielding, except maybe some exceptions. But, you just never know. I don't really have a clear winner, but I'll probably go Anthony, Diego, maybe Owen, maybe Gilbert, maybe it literally could be anyone. I don't know. Anthony. That's my final answer. Let's go. All right, so moving on to the second award, we'll go Cy Young. So what do you think, Lucas?
So, you definitely have the highest probability of getting Cy Young, but who knows? You might get dethroned, and someone I think could do that could be Owen. He's gonna be the first lefty. That's gonna be interesting to see.
Oh yeah.
So, for me, either Alex repeats or Owen dethrones him.
All right, yeah, that's a really valid point. Lefties with wiffle ball is probably one of the more harder things to try to hit off when you're playing wiffle ball. But, I've been kind of facing, Ryan and Anthony a lot, and they've been really nasty. I think I could win it. I could have another good season. We'll see how it goes. But, Ryan or Anthony, they also have good chances of winning Cy Young because, they picked it up at the end of the season. So you never know what happens. All right, so for Silver Slugger, who do you think's gonna win it, Lucas? We got a lot of candidates here.
Yeah, we got more people to choose from now. We've expanded. Mm-hmm. We got 9 people to choose from now. It's gonna be a pretty tight race. I'd say Anthony, Diego, me, or Ryan are the top 4, but I gotta narrow it down, man.
It's true.
Screw it. Diego. I say Diego's gonna have a really good year this year, and he could possibly get Silver Slugger. I feel like he's gonna have a really high average and maybe get a lot of home runs too.
I feel like a guy we're not talking about right now like that much is Gilbert. Gilbert is just absolutely humongous. He could have an insane season. He could, just put balls over the trees. He could, be a good pitcher. We'll just have to find out, but I feel like we're not mentioning him enough, He is on your team, so.
Yeah, I talked about pitching.
That's true. All right, so a new award that we now can do is Rookie of the Year. There's only 3 candidates, but it counts. So what do you think, Lucas?
It's anyone's game. It's up for grabs for anyone. We haven't seen any of these guys play before, and any of them can get it. There's really no favoritism in this award. I don't have any comments on it. Besides, anyone can win it.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like I said, for the past 20 minutes, wiffle ball is just so random. You don't know if someone's going to be skilled at it. You don't know if they're not. It literally doesn't matter how good you are at baseball as long as you have a good swing and you're able to, make contact with balls. All right, and now for the big one, MVP. Lucas, what do you think?
All right, so we all know our returners, but these new guys can definitely bring it too. Oof. This could be a tough one.
It's tough.
So my favorites for this year are Owen, Gilbert, and Ryan. I feel like Ryan is gonna have a surprising year. He's gonna come out of nowhere, and he's really well rounded. So he can definitely come up. He can pitch. He can hit for power. He can hit for contact, and he's pretty speedy if he wants to be. So he's probably one of the more well-rounded players that could definitely win MVP. And I say Owen and Gilbert can win too because they can also do it all. But if I had to pick one, I say Ryan's going to be a surprise this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really be shocked if Ryan won MVP. I know you got some other really good players in this league now. But, I mean, Ryan just really picked it up in the, last part of the season and in the postseason. I mean, it was really a phenomenal performance by him. He was hitting home runs. It seemed like every other at-bat. He's pitching well. I'm pretty sure he had, he was pretty much the best pitcher, like, stats-wise in the postseason. And the Seals, they also played 2 series in the postseason because they had to get past the Cougars, and then they played the Wallabies in World Series. But, yeah, I mean, I agree. We'll see what happens. All right, so for bold statements, one bold statement I have is that the man right here wins MVP.
Okay.
Lucas could end up to be, like, just an insane hitter and a really good fielder, and he could even be good pitching. But sometimes when you, like, aren't even good at pitching, you don't even need that to win MVP. But I think you still should be able to, like, throw strikes and get hitters out. But, yeah, that's one bold statement I have. How about you, Lucas?
Okay, so one of my bold statements is I think Jimmy could win Silver Slugger because, as I talked about earlier, he can get on base. He can make good contact with the ball, and he's fast. He can outrun a lot of hits that he can have. So he is definitely a strong candidate for being the new Silver Slugger.
All right, yeah, I respect that. Like, with these new guys, we literally have no idea what's going to happen.
Anything can happen.
We've seen them, play baseball, but you just never know how much someone's going to change when it comes to wiffle ball because it's just so much different, like I said before. So, another bold statement that I have for this year is Ryan, he might hit 30-plus home runs this season. I'm pretty sure Diego did. He hit, 34 or something last season. 34 home runs in, 18 games? It's ridiculous. That's almost pretty much 2 home runs a game. So, yeah, I think Ryan, every time you just pitch to him, it's just so hard to get him out. Especially if you throw it inside. You can literally throw it at him. He will get his hands inside, and he will just...
Quick hands.
Yeah, he will just somehow hit it out. So, yeah. What do you think about that, Lucas?
That is definitely possible. I don't even know if I can call that bold.
I know, right? It's because, I don't know, man.
I can definitely see that happening. That doesn't even have to be a bold statement because Ryan's got pop.
Oh, yeah.
Even if, the weirdest pitches, he can send it out.
Yeah, it is crazy, the pitches that he hits. It's ridiculous.
So my next bold prediction is, I feel like we haven't credited him enough. I feel like Nolan's going to come out somewhere, and he's going to have top 3 batting average. He can definitely hit for contact. He doesn't really strike out.
That's true.
I wouldn't think. You might think he would strike out a lot, but he can surprise you, and he could definitely get on base a lot this year.
Yeah, we're going to hope he does good this year, Like I said, you just got to bring back, I think, I'll just say, his hitting in the first half alone was just ridiculous. In that one series against the Seals, he hit, 4 home runs in a game, right?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. He was just hitting
to
everything. Yeah, he's hitting everything out. It was so funny. But, yeah, that's totally reliable. I think Nolan definitely has a shot at doing that. All right, that looks like it's going to do it for tonight's show number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know if you want more of these.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow our Instagram at CBWiffle. And let us know what you think of the new additions and our changes this year.
See ya! But, yeah, today I'm joined by Lucas. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm doing very good today.
A segment that we know you guys love. All right.
Do they?
Okay, Wait, you should use the scissors.